It seems that Japanese newspaper Nikkei may be the boy who cried wolf. If you remembered yesterday, I reported on Nikkei saying that the Wii U is going to be halted from production by the end of this year. Well, Nintendo has came up front and is asking, what the fuck? Nintendo has recently went up to IT Media and said to them, quote, "This is not an announcement from our company." And they also told them, and of course, once again, quote, "Production is scheduled to continue on and after the next quarter." This is coming from a guy who's cursed himself on a daily YouTube video schedule. Well played, Nikkei. Well played. So you're telling me that you can't find a good story, so you're going to make up a story from the back of your own head saying, alright, yeah, that's perfect. Like, Wii U's are going to stop being produced by the end of 2016, and then when you publish it out there, you're going to go like, extra, extra, Nintendo's halting production on the Wii U by the end of 2016, read all about it, extra, extra. And then there's people, of course, me included, they're going to eat up on this story instead of thinking, oh, Nintendo would never pull that off for the sake of the codename NX. But I cannot deny the fact that Nintendo has gathered negative reputation. As a matter of fact, they have been guilty for gathering a lot of negative reputation. They may do some good things like the Nintendo 3DS, but holy shit, Nintendo is guilty for a lot of dumb shit they did. But I cannot deny that when it comes to journalism, people can abuse their profession. I think, to be honest with you, when I first read this article, I was thinking, okay, are they rushing the codename NX out there? I mean, that's not a good idea at all. I had a lot of concern towards Nintendo rushing out the NX. But having a lot of dark thoughts, I end up understanding why they would do it. You can go ahead and say, oh, Nintendo's just trying to do damage control. But if you kind of think about it, what's going to end up happening here is that Nintendo's going to end up blacklisting them altogether. However, it's highly likely that Nintendo isn't going to pull something that ridiculous off. But, however, it is very likely that Nikkei is on thin ice with Nintendo right now. There is going to be a possibility of Nintendo blacklisting them for coming up with a story like this. When it comes to journalists, when they tend to abuse their profession, like I said, and one example, just run up to a game designer and then interviewing them and then say, hey, what sexist and misogynistic games are going to show off on the E3 for? Huh, you sick fuck. And when they do that, they don't think about the consequence that is that game design company blacklisting them. Because the developer and the developer company are going to think, okay, there's this guy trying to start a scene here, because that's the shit you would do when you try to start a scene. We already have people making a scene out of video games. We already have people blowing video games out of proportion. We already have people linking video games to mass murders. I mean, are you kidding me? Let's hope it's miscommunication, but Nikkei could lose subscribers due to shit like this. That's all. See you in the next video, and it's glad to see the Wii U still going strong.